Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the G.I. Joe Classified series, Tunnel Rat. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. And before we get started taking a closer look at the package, this guy is available on Amazon.com right now for retail. I should know because I had to buy a second one just to get my accessories, but we'll go over that in just a second. So just remember that if you use the link down below and buy from Amazon, it will help out the channel with a few pennies. Now, taking a closer look at the front of the package here, you have this nice artwork of the figure on the front, everything he comes with. I love that he's in the, like this tunnel area, of course, thus his name, artwork. Tunnel Rat down at the bottom, more artwork on the side, number 83 in the line, and then there's the QR code and some of his specialties right there. And then here on the back we have a punch in on his the symbol on his arm, the bag, all the stuff he comes with. He stands 6 inches tall, which is going to make him on the smaller side. So let's get him opened up and take a closer look. So taking a closer look at the accessories that I did not get with my first set, my first Tunnel Rat, he does come with a knife here, cast in all black with a painted silver blade, which looks really nice. He has a revolver here, which is really nice. Does come with a little bit of wood handle paint on the handle. That looks really nice. I dig that. Here we have his larger machine gun with some green paint accents. It does have the stabilizers on the front that you can fold down. We have seen these on a larger machine gun before, same ones that we've seen before. It looks really nice. I like the punches of green on here. It really adds a little pop of color. It's got a little hole in the end for blast effects, and I really dig this gun. It's very reminiscent of the gun he had when we were kids, and I dig it. He does come with this little ammo belt, ammo box accessory, so let's go ahead and get that plugged in. Does it go? I think they typically go, they're feeding in on the left side of the rifle, but man, this thing's kind of tiny. I'm having a hard time putting it in, but there you have it. There it is, fitted in. It's got a little nice little pop of silver added to the gun, which is really nice, and I dig that a lot. He does come with two of his flashlights with that bright green paint on the inside. I really dig it. That looks super nice. I remember the toy we had when we were younger came with that. He does come with a set of night vision goggles that go on his head. They are not articulated in any way, but they do have 4 bright green lenses, which looks really cool. He does come with his little satchel of, I don't know if these are detonators or charges or whatever he would have in here, but I think that looks really neat. And he does come with this really nice backpack with a little bit of silver buckles, or gray buckles, honestly. We really don't get a lot of color on the backpack, so I'm really glad they did that. You can see there's 2 holes in the top of the backpack, and that's so that you can put in the flashlights. You can have them kind of looking forward, looking backwards, looking off to the side, whatever you think is best. But I like to have them pointing forward over his shoulder, which looks really cool. I think that looks really neat, and I'm glad that they added that as an accessory, as a feature to the backpack. Now taking a closer look at Tunnel Rat himself. Tunnel Rat was always one of my favorites, and yep, as you can see, I did get one with a bobblehead. Look at that. That head is like super loose, so I'm probably going to have to put some blue tack in there to help keep that head from moving around. But his body is nice and tight, no flimsy joints anywhere else, just on that head. But just look at all the layering and everything that comes on this character. There's just a lot going on. These 2 pieces here are pretty loose, and they kind of kind of sit loose. He does have that GoPro, or that Joe Pro at the top. Little smoke grenade, I believe, is probably what, or a flashbang. You can put his, just look at those pouches on the legs. That looks great. I like the little Tunnel Rat Tampa right here. It actually says Tunnel Rat. It's got a little light with a little rat with a flashlight, which is really funny. I really dig that. I think that's cool. I like the paint on his arms and face looks really cool. I like this sheath right here on the side for the knife. I like the knee pads are just awesome, and the boots look great. I love the knee pads. That's so cool. And then I love the ammo belt. We're going to go ahead, since he doesn't have a holster on this side or anything going on, we're going to go ahead and put it over this side of his chest, have it kind of wedge in there between his neckerchief, and there we go. Yeah, I think that looks really cool. I think that's how we're going to do it. It doesn't get in the way of that knife. It kind of sits in there behind the gun, so it looks really cool. He can only look up about that far, which is not really far at all because of that hair. He can look down about that far. He does have a lot of mobility, almost too much mobility in his head and neck. He does have a nice butterfly joint right here, and the arms can go all the way out to the sides and hit that T-pose, no problem. This is a Joe, so you know what you're going to get. It's got standard Joe articulation. Arms can go all the way around. We do have a really nice upper bicep joint hidden by the cuff of the sleeve. The elbows are double jointed, and they can go all the way. He does have two horizontal... he has a horizontal on the left wrist and a vertical hinge on the right, which is a little bit different. He can lean forward and back about that far, back all the way. He does have a swivel at the waist. He has a really nice drop down. He can kick all the way forward, and he can kick back pretty far, more than I've seen on most Joes. He does have a really nice upper thigh cut that's also hidden by those holsters. His double jointed knees can bend back that far. And I really love those knee pads. They just really sell this character. And then he has a hinge at the top of the boot, swivel, and a rocker down there for foot articulation. There's just a lot going on his chest. So let's just go ahead and add to it by putting these goggles up. I think if you want to get away with an updated but still old school look, you could probably just have them resting on top of the head like that, and then drop them down whenever you want to. Like I said, they're not articulated or hinged in any way. They just they're rubbery, and they just kind of move down. And while I like that updated look for, something more modern take on a character that would work in the, today's modern world, to me, it's not... He's just not Tunnel Rat with that headset on. That's just me. It's just me. I don't dig it. I like the bandana on the head look. That more streamlined look just does it for me. But putting on the backpack there's just a lot going on. Trying to get his gun in his hand. It looks like he can carry all of his equipment on his body all at once, which is really cool. And there you have it. There is old Tunnel Rat completely kitted out with all of his equipment. And he's looking pretty sweet. Tunnel Rat's always been one of my favorites, and so I was really looking forward to this guy in the Classified series. So let's get him up against a couple of other Joes to see how he poses up. All right, for a height comparison here, we have Tunnel Rat standing right up in the middle, and then we're going to compare him to a standard 6.3-inch Joe like Outback here, and you can see he is definitely a little shorter than Outback, and he is much shorter than the tallest Joe that I think I have, which is Big Ben. And you can see, especially if I take this off, you can see definitely the height difference here between these two guys. You have your tallest Joe and your smallest Joe. I may have to use Big Ben and Tunnel Rat for all of my comparisons from here on out. So let's get this guy under some lighting and into some backgrounds and see how he poses up. Yeah, I tried to do this video several weeks ago for you guys. But what happened was I got my figure in. I got it directly. I got it from Target. That's where I had ordered it from. And I got it, and I was doing the review and poured his accessories out on my table and realized I got all of the accessories from a Crimson Viper. And apparently this is a common thing because I've seen other people in like different forums and different Facebook groups complaining about the same thing. They got the Cobra Viper weapons, the Crimson Viper weapons with this guy. It's just a thing. So I called Hasbro. I was like, can you guys replace this? And they're like, absolutely. What figure was it? I confirmed 3 times it was Tunnel Rat, but instead they sent me a torpedo. So I have an extra torpedo that I don't need. So I just had to like order another Tunnel Rat from Amazon, and now I've got an extra Tunnel Rat body just hanging around that I may make a custom for in the future. I may make my own Night Force Tunnel Rat, and then that way I don't have to buy the new one. But anyway, Tunnel Rat is one of my favorite characters from when I was a kid. One that I've been super looking forward to here as an adult in the Classifieds line, and I'm just sorry that it took me so long to get this review out to you guys. I was trying to give Hasbro enough time to make right before I took matters into my own hands. So that's why this review is so late. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am the Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I'm your host, Mark, and I will see you in the toy aisles.